Hey guys. So, for us girlies who are still in our 30s and single trying to find love, we know how infested our dating pool can be right now. And honestly, I don't even want to be that negative Nancy girly. There are people out here finding love and having success in dating. However, for the rest of us, it's been a struggle, okay? And I was recently in Mauritius and talking to my girls, and we were literally talking about life and love, dating, is specifically in Mauritius and overseas. And it's so interesting to see how all of us are literally having the same problems. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. But anyway, check out the video. Let me know what y'all think.
So I was saying dating in America is trash. So what was dating life here before you got into a relationship?
Trash.
The same?
I would say 75% of the men's out here in Mauritius, they love to play a game. They're gonna have like 5 different girlfriends, one for each days of the week.
But it's such a small
Friday.
island though. How do
Yeah.
they get away with it?
Same
Well,
girls
they-
rotating?
Rotating. Some of them share with their boys.
Share.
Like share. Monday she's gonna be with me. Tuesday she's gonna be with you.
No.
What?
Do they know? Absolutely not. About
Some of
each
the
other?
some of the girls know and they agree with that, which is weird. Some others doesn't know. Like they just introduce the boys to their family and be like, "Oh, I'm in love, about to get married and have babies."
Lulu.
The Lulu, exactly. And then behind your back, dude is like texting some other girls, planning after work, hooking up somewhere.
So like America.
Pretty much.
Same. Yeah.
So polygamy is not a thing here.
Legally, no, but they do it.
It's a custom. It's normal a little bit. Do they have dating apps?
No, their dating apps here is WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, harassment, a lot.
Oh shit.
Like you're gonna be out here, they're gonna be texting you all the time. Oh hi, and as soon as you reply hi, you're like, "What you doing? You want to go chill out? Can I come by your place and pick you up to like go have some ice cream?"
Dinner? They take you out?
Their
Ice
dinner
cream
is
is
like
cute.
2 rotis, probably McDonald's during the day when it's like discount 99 rupees, which is approximately $2. It's rare to find a good guy that's gonna take you to a good restaurant. Even if you're dating for like a while with that person, they're still gonna take you out there for like 99 rupees.
But growing up here, don't you see the same people over and over?
Sometimes, yeah.
But once in a while, you see like someone foreign.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say don't come out here to get a husband, y'all gonna be like same. It's the same.
Disappointed,
Yeah.
heartbroken.
Y'all probably gonna be locked up for murder.
That's aggressive. And can't get out because we in Mauritius.
It's gonna come out
Is
after
there an
him.
embassy here? Right. Oh, you're coming back. Ooh.
Like some of them are married, got kids. Their wife be like posting their pictures and be like, "Oh, I'm in love now. We're about to have a second baby."
Hi.
Hi.
I need to flip
That's so funny.
They're
They're looking back. Hi.
like, hi.
That's hilarious.
Back to the show.
Yeah, some out there got
The
like
ponytail.
He's cute, right? You said you know him? The ponytail?
no, the one with the cap, the hat on. He's a
ponytail.
DJ.
Oh, no shirt on. No
The one with no,
Only
the
one with the
shirt.
ponytail.
He's probably like 19 or 20.
Oh God. Oh
Y'all
no.
gonna be a cougar?
Baby.
Hell
To be a
no.
cougar?
I mean,
Trying to go to jail now.
he's over 18.
Well, legal age is 18.
Still.
Old enough to cross the street. Ooh.
Mm.
And out.
Honestly, the youngest boy around here likes older women. Older.
So they can take care of him?
Taking care is another thing, but apparently a lot of women around 30 are going for
The
the
younger?
19s and 20s because apparently they get more satisfied
Oh, sexually.
sexually with the others.
Good to know. The more you know.
What are the men like here sexually in bed? Are they aggressive? Are they selfish?
Some of them is just gonna be talking, cry before bringing you to bed, and then once up there, you're like, yo, just let me go. Like, nah, nah, that ain't happening. Some of them know what they are doing, but most of them you gotta teach them. They are like savages. They don't know what it is to like make love properly.
Just
I mean,
want to
sometimes
rabbit.
being savage is nice. Sometimes you gotta be rough sometimes, but like they're like, it's like getting raped, yo. You don't want that. You want to be loved and be like
Yeah,
touched,
yeah.
cuddle in the
A
proper
mixture
way.
of both. Yeah.
Yeah, a mixture of both. They don't know how
But
to
there's
like
a time and a place.
Exactly.
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 They don't know how to dosage the thing properly.
What's your longest relationship here?
6 years.
That's long.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Um, 23.
So
I had only long relationship, honestly. My first one was like 3 years. I was like 15 until I turned 18. My second one was like 4 years, married and divorced, and then 6 year relationship, and then closed
You're a
it up.
relationship girl.
What?
You're a relationship girl.
It's if you know how to treat me, I'm gonna give you all of it. If you don't know how to treat me, I'm gonna forgive 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times. I'm just gonna lock the door and kick
Was
you
it
out.
all like cheating, or was it just like y'all grew
Yeah,
apart? All cheating?
cheating and lying in my face. As
Ugh.
soon as I show the proof, they're like, "But you shouldn't go in my private life, yo." What private life you talking about? You with me? Ain't no privacy between you and me, boy. You going through my phone? I can't go through your phone.
Right.
Nah.
Define the shit you're not supposed
Like
to be
define the
doing.
relationship at first. If you want to be shared, then tell me, because then I can also share. I can also be shared.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
If you want polyamory, just say that.
Just say it.
Be real in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I know what to expect.
Y'all Mauritian guy need to be true. Tell.
That's
For real, for
all
real.
men,
I
girl.
want 5 girlfriends, and if the girlfriends are cool with it, then go for it. Don't lie.
Yeah. That's everywhere though.
Yeah.
They all want their cake and want to eat it too.
And the worst thing is if it's a woman who does that after men did that a couple of times, they look like they are so offended, so hurt. They're like, "I loved you. Why'd you do that?" What you talking about? You did that like 4 or 5 times before.
We are just much stronger creatures.
True.
Like, we're much stronger creatures.
Forgiving. Yeah.
No, just in general. We have our cycles. We have babies. We, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We take cheating, and then we take you back, and then we take it again, and then we take you back. But, like, let us do it one time, and it's like, I'm about to kill myself.
It's an ego thing. Yeah.
I'm kill myself.
Yeah, some of them out here is like that.
Yeah.
Like they're like, "Yeah, I'm about to kill myself. I'm about to commit suicide. I'm about to jump off the bridge because of you." Writing letters and then not jumping, writing long texts, and then the next day you see them in the street and they're like, "I didn't jump because I loved you." Like, girl, you say you were jumping, so jump.
No, that's psychotic.
It is.
So like threaten to kill yourself?
Nah, I'm being dramatic, but
Toxic.
like they can't.
No, they
but,
have.
like they can't take it.
Yeah.
They
Mm-mm.
just be like sick.
My ex in college did that to me. Threatened to kill himself, and then I took him back, and then after that, he just violated. Like, couldn't accept that you don't want to be with them. Like, it had to be a reason. Like, no, I just don't want to be with you anymore. Psychotic behavior.
Men out here in Mauritius, as soon as they want you and they know you love them, they're just gonna do like weird stuff and just mess it up. But as soon as they realize that you stop forgiving and you're moving, they want you. Like they want you for real, for real.
Yeah,
and then they
to
come
you,
back
that's
to you
well,
and you go
yeah,
back
that's
and they do the
everywhere.
same thing. It's like when it's not accessible, that's when they want it the most.
Right, right. What about like abuse out here? Like,
Abuse is real out here. I honestly been through abuse a couple of times for a couple of years. And the thing is, a lot of women out here don't have the strength to like go over that and move out because they're scared of being judged by their families and by people around. But yeah, a lot of women is going through abuses like every day.
but it's not a big topic out here, right? Like, they don't talk about it.
It is. They don't talk about it though. It is.
I can picture somewhere like this being like a lot of women experience abuse, but they don't have the help available for them. Like in the U.S., there's a lot of help, hotlines and resources. Yeah, but
Well, in my case, my family has supported me when I was like, no, I can't take it anymore. I gotta get out of here because other than that, you might find me in a coffin the next time you see me. Because it started by a slap and then get worse and worse and worse until you have broken bones. But some family doesn't support because they mostly care about what others is gonna say when you leave, especially if you are married and if you have kids. They are like, no, don't do it. It might change with time. We've been through that before, but it was not that worse before.
it gets
Now
worse.
it's like
Yeah.
worse. Some women are getting killed straight up with knife in the streets by their ex-boyfriend because they just got a new one.
Yeah.
It's that level right now.
Yeah. That's sad.
It is.
But that's everywhere though. What is it? Femicide? That's
Yeah.
what they call it.
That's how they call it.
What about like therapy out here? Is there like therapy right now is huge. Mental health is huge in America. Do people get the help that they need out here for?
To go to have therapy, you have to have money. You
Mm.
have to have money to be able to afford it. It's not like something that you're just gonna go up there and be like, oh, they're gonna give it to you for free. You have to have mad money to pay to have a good treatment. So a lot of people just keep it inside, and that's one of the stuff that's gonna leave a deep scar, and it's gonna take time to heal because you can't talk about it with anybody.
Because even for you, I'm sure you have a lot of scars.
I do.
And did you
I
go
do.
to therapy or you're just dealing with it?
I do. I'm doing my therapy with Trey. I'm
Well,
comfortable
that's nice.
to talk
Yeah.
with him about some stuff, so it's easy. I've been talking with him about some other scars that I had when I was a kid, knowing that I wasn't able to talk with anybody about those until now.
Yeah. So he provides that safe space for you.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. And you've been divorced? That was hard out here? Or is it
It took a
easy?
couple of months. I went up there and tell the judge, they're like, do y'all want to get divorced? He was like, no. And I was like, no, I want to move. Like, he's been cheating. The next day we got married. The day before, for like 2 years, I'm pregnant. He's been cheating. Let me go. No, I can't do that. And he was like, okay. It took like 4 months.
That's it?
Yeah. Then I got the divorce, got the papers, and I was fine.
But it's not like a taboo thing out here.
It happens. It happens. Happens a lot, actually.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You're not tied into something.
Mm.
Yeah, some places it's like you get shunned if you get
Right,
divorced.
right.
Oh, I got shamed a lot, but I was like, I don't care. Like, ain't nobody's like providing things for me. I'm the only one working, paying my rent, taking care of my kids.
That's
Y'all
what the
just
girl was telling
talking.
us. The girl who was doing my nails, she said that like guys will date girls here for the girls' money. Like
Yeah.
instead of like in America, it's usually women date men for money, but out here, she was like, nah, you date him, he took all my money.
Why
True.
is that?
Thing is, a woman works harder. For women's here, we work harder. Some of them have like 2 jobs, some have 3 jobs, no days off, just to be able to have money to like have their own house because they know they can't really count on the men, knowing all the men around the islands here how they are. They would rather have their money, build their house, and do their things than thinking about getting help by a man because they know that's not gonna happen. But yeah, they date women because they're lazy. They're lazy out here. Like some of them works. I can't say everybody is lazy, but most of them is lazy. They just don't gonna work. They know you got money. Yo, can you send me some? Can you juice me 1,000? I need to go out with my friends, and you just juice. And you start with 500. I don't have money to go to work. Can you just lend me some money? I'll give it to you by the end of the month. And then at the end of the month, yeah, but we're together, so it doesn't really matter. And you just keep
Manipulation.
providing.
Yeah.
They play a lot of manipulation games out here.
Tracy, what about you? You travel for a living. How do you find dating? traveling?
I would say it was a little better in Europe. Things like that. I did have a relationship for about 2 years, but ultimately, because I still like to travel,
Overseas or back home?
it was back in. It was in Serbia actually. So
Serbia?
yeah,
Girl.
so a Serbian guy, and I moved in with him and everything, but because I still had like that itch, I would leave for like 3 months, and he wanted me to stay. But maturity was also an issue as well. Younger, and Serbians, they have the mentality that the moms take care of everything. Women take care of everything. Moms take care of everything. So I had to teach him like how to do his laundry, how to scramble eggs, keeping his apartment clean, just like basic cleaning, not like spotless. Because I'm a spotless girl, but I'm like just basic, pick your shit up off the floor, wash the dishes in the sink. But he didn't.
He couldn't get it.
No, he couldn't grasp it. So I gave him 2 years. Didn't get better. So
that's a long time.
I know. I tried to stick it out,
like,
but
you can't pick up after yourself.
Well, what made you stay for 2 years?
I think the breakup of me leaving sometimes for traveling, that's what helped it extend as long as it did. If I had just stayed there, it wouldn't have lasted that long. But when I'm leaving and I'm traveling, then it's like
the distance.
The distance gave me that right, exactly. And that was the other issue when we were together. Obviously, it's easier to communicate, and I know what's happening because I'm living there. But once I was gone, his communication skills were garbage.
Really?
Yes. So we would get in fights about stuff like that because I'm like, well, I'm in Asia, I at least want to hear from you today. Like,
right, yeah.
Can we have can we get a quick FaceTime, something? And then either he would make excuses, or he'd be too busy, or he'd be like, oh, I think I got like 15 minutes. What? No, it needs to be the other way around. You need to adjust your schedule to fit time for me, not fit me into whatever little time window you have. So
right. What did you have to adjust culturally for him?
He wanted me to.
In what ways?
For instance, for future reference, they believe parents are over everything, which is fine. But if we get married, no, I'm your wife. I need to come before your parents as far as decision making and things like that. Like, obviously, if they're sick or something, I'm not going to say like, no, fuck your parents. But I even would give him hypotheticals. I'm like, what if me and your mom got into an argument? Whose side would you take? And he was straight up like, my mom. I'm like, even if she's wrong. And he's like, yeah, I would take my mom's side. He's like, the Bible. This is what was crazy to me. He's like, the Bible says you're supposed to honor your parents. I said, yes, but the Bible also says
you leave your parents behind.
You leave your parents behind when you get married. So
don't
if you want to bring that into the argument, we can go there. Right. So yeah, just things like that. And then even when we talked about weddings, we couldn't agree on it. Serbians, it was serious. Yeah. Like, Serbians, they like to have big weddings, like 600 people. Whereas I'm more introverted. So I'm like, I can go to a cliff. We can get married with one witness. I'm good. But I was like, I'll compromise, and we can do a wedding with family and friends who actually know us as a couple. And then we can do like a party, and you can have all your people. And he was like, no, I want the full big 600 people that we don't even know. And I'm like, I don't even know Serbian. I don't know the traditions. Like, what about my views and what I think? And he could make that compromise. So those are like the red flags of what the future would be. And maybe eventually he would have changed. I don't know. But I was like, I don't have time for all that.
Were they respectful of women there? Or was it like a you're below me type of thing?
If I went out to like a club, disrespect. But daily walking around, just living my life, there was no disrespect.
What's the disrespect like? What do you mean?
Just like the typical grab your ass, try to talk. Yeah,
girl, no way.
Yeah. So
with your man,
like, he would. This was also something that was kind of funny. When we would go out together, he would say, "I want to walk with you to the bathroom," and I'm like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "No, let me walk with you," and I'm like, I'm good. Like, I can handle myself. And people would attempt. I still handled myself, but they would know I was with him because I'd be walking alone.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's typical men, I guess. I don't think that's a Serbian thing. I think that's just a man thing in general. Because even in Atlanta, they do shit like that.
I mean, grab the ass though. I don't know about that.
I've had my ass grabbed in Atlanta before.
Oh, hell
for
no.
sure.
I mean, I can see.
Back in the day, like maybe back in the day when we were in like high school.
Well, remember, I am a little bit different generation. So when you were in high school,
yeah, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell no.
That's assault.
Yeah,
exactly.
My American rights will come out then. Like, no, sir, you don't put your hands on me. Hell no.
Exactly. But overall, my Serbian experience was pretty good. Like, I have a life there technically because I was there for so long. I have friends, hairdresser, esthetician, dermatologist. Like, that's where I go when I'm in Europe. Like, that's my home base.
And you work remotely.
Yes.
So, and that job you had before you started traveling, or did you find it while you were traveling?
So I have two jobs. One's fully freelance and the other one is just a part-time position. So the freelance job I started before I left the U.S. It's a paralegal, but I do contract work. Mm-hmm. So I only had one client when I left the U.S. When COVID happened, now I have 5 clients.
Nice.
So that was a boost for me having COVID. But the other job, I work as an office manager for a therapist. That didn't happen until after COVID as well because therapy was only in person. There was no virtual. Mm-hmm. So I got lucky and this particular office became virtual and was like, we need an assistant. So I
found that online or was it through?
She actually used to be, well, she wasn't my therapist, but one of her contracted clinicians were my therapist. So after I finished therapy, she reached out to me and was like, either we can stay as your doctor or you can work for us. I'm like,
that's so cool. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is a perfect job.
So it's very different for the type of digital nomad that I am because most people do IT or, things like that. But I'm very lucky for the positions that I have.
So how long? When is the last time you were in America? How long?
Almost a year.
And any plans on going back?
No.
And why? Top 5 reasons.
Yeah, what was the reason that made you leave America? That you were like, I'm done.
I would say racism is the number one reason. Mm-hmm. Since I've started traveling, just to kind of co-sign to that original belief, I felt safer in other countries than I have in my own country. I mean, back in America, they would tell me, go back to your country. And I'm like, but I was born here. Wow. So what am I supposed to do with that information? But that's the assumption that you're from Africa. I'd never even been to Africa before. No one in my family had been to Africa before. So it's actually kind of funny that now I am in Africa. Right. But at that time, like in my mind, I was like, I have no ties to Africa whatsoever. But that was the biggest issue. It wasn't until I started traveling that my reasons became greater and I started to see how others were living with like work-life balance, the way they treat their citizens, whether it's healthcare, childcare, mm-hmm. university, all those type of things. It just seems like we actually want to make your life better and not more difficult. And I feel the U.S. doesn't do that. Yeah. And then, of course, the gun laws. I mean, getting shot at schools, churches, parks, concerts, like there's nowhere safe. Whereas other countries, either guns don't exist unless you're someone of the law, mm-hmm. or if they do have a situation where something happens or someone gets hurt from a mass shooting, they immediately go into action to correct the situation. But America's just like, oh, we made it 5 weeks without a mass shooting, yay us. And that's not something to celebrate.
It's out of control.
Out of control. So, and the longer I stay away, the more I don't want to go back.
Yeah. What about raising a family?
No, it's not in the cards.
You don't want?
Absolutely not.
So you just on the go.
On the go.
That's another thing, because I'm obviously like I'm 33, so I'm getting up there with like age, mm-hmm. and like everyone's like the whole pressure of like having kids. Like I've never envisioned my life without kids, but like as I'm getting older, I'm like I'm good. I'm good.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Like is it like just a moment where I'm having like I'm like okay.
And that's also what society tells you, like, oh, once you find the right guy or when you're in this situation, you'll feel differently. But I think internally as women, we do know if we want kids, if we think we're going to be a good mother, if we want to try to be a good mother, or if we just, that's not for me. Mm-hmm. But because society tells us from birth, literally, they give you a baby doll to take care of as soon as you can hold something on your own. That tells you, like, this is what your role is. So even if we think, like, I don't think that's the path I want to go, but I'm supposed to. So you kind of talk yourself into it,
Right.
even if it's something that you're not deeply feeling.
Right.
And maybe it is a phase. You might change your mind in 5 years, but at the same time, don't psych yourself into thinking
the
you
pressure
will change
of
your mind
like,
in a few years.
Yeah.
I know deep down it's not what I want. I love my life. I love being responsible for myself. I love spending my money on myself. And if that's selfish, fine, I'll be selfish. But I'd rather own being selfish than try to have a child and still be selfish, because then I'm not going to take care of that child properly.
Yeah.
And I respect the women that go out there and they say, like, I know I want to be a mom. I know I want to take care of children. I want to raise them. Awesome.
Everybody has their own path.
And I know mothers are superheroes, for sure, including this woman here.
Aww.
So that I give them more power. I just know I'm not going to be a superhero. I'm not a superhero type.
Really?
I'm my own superhero.
I'm my own superhero. I'm okay being an auntie as well. I have nieces and nephews that I was like, that to me is fulfilling enough. I see them when I want to see them.
And you always knew this, or was it like an epiphany that you had?
It was an epiphany because, again, I also believe that I was supposed to procreate.
When did you have this epiphany?
Probably like late 20s is when I started to feel maybe it wasn't for me, but it wasn't until I got into my 30s that I was sure.
Yeah.
And then the older I get each year, it's just like, hell no. Like, if I could give my uterus to you right now, I would. I just like, here you go. Take it. Take the eggs. Take it all. I don't want it. I'm good. Exactly. I am good. And I've never been a person that's gotten butterflies when I see babies.
Oh, yeah?
Like, no. Niggas like, oh, that's... I'm like, okay.
No, I love babies. I just, right now, I'm just like, I'm good. Like, everybody's pressuring me. I'm like, I'm okay. Like,
don't let the pressure get to you.
I'm chilling.
Make the choice for you. When you're ready, if you want them, have them. If you decide I don't want them, then just don't have them.
Right.
How about you, Amber? You want kids?
Amber wants nothing more than babies.
Okay, see? This is what I'm talking about. She knows. She's like, deep down, this is what she wants. Yeah. And she's going to be amazing at it.
Like you, though, when I look at other people's kids, I'd be like, like, I know I want my kids. But I look at other people's kids, I'm like, I want a big family.
How big?
4 or 5.
Oh, wow. That is big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just me and Andre. So, but like, you know, our parents, my mom has 7 sisters, same parents. My dad has, there's 5 of them, 4 or 5. So like, it's like holidays, all that. I've always loved just
having the big
families, kids everywhere. Like, I want my house to be a zoo. Like, I just want, that's like the dynamic I imagine. Like, I love that. Just my kids, my husband, and we traveling and we doing whatever. But now, like, I used to think I wanted like a traditional suburban life. Now I'm like, nah, we're out. Yeah. We're on the road.
Create your own lifestyle for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No more cookie cutter homes.
No,
like we don't need the white picket fences and the 2.5 kids and
I live
the
in
dogs.
the suburbs now and I'm like depressed. I'm like, what? I'm not made to live in this type of life.
Yeah.
That's why me and Camille like, where do you want to go next month?
That's good though, because I feel like it's not taught to us that way. But now with social media, at least we're seeing it happen more and more. Yeah. But 20 years ago, it was such a taboo topic. Yeah. Like, you want to what?
But even my dad, like, when I told my dad, I'm for sure moving out of the country, like, very soon. Mm-hmm. And my dad was like, there's no place like America. I said, you're right. There's no place like America, but that doesn't mean there isn't a better place than America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, America's always going to be here.
For sure.
America's always going to be here.
Exactly.
But I'm like, you see him, like, he's coming here for a month.
Exactly.
So it's like,
make it make sense, Dad. Like, make it make sense.
He really probably just don't want us. Both of us now are like about to be out.
I mean, but at the end of the day, at least what I know from other parents is you want to raise your children to at least be strong enough to make their own decisions, but also still be successful. And if their version of being successful, being confident, is living somewhere else, then hey, let it happen.
Yeah.
My dad was the same way. He was not on board for me leaving. He definitely didn't even want me to sell my house. he was just completely against it. It wasn't until right before he died that he gave me the gift of finally telling me. He was like, when I'm gone, this is of course when I'm still thinking he was going to live, but he knew he was dying, and he was like, when I'm gone, you make sure you leave America, don't come back.
Oh wow.
That was the gift he gave me, because he had fought for so long that just hated what I was doing, but I guess I proved that I was okay and I was making it work, and he was like, don't you stay in America, you leave after I'm gone. So that's all the parent can ask for.
The final, like, okay, I'm out.
No, I was out before. I had to go back when we found out he was sick.
Gotcha.
Just had his blessing.
Yeah, and so during that time was when he was like, when you come, don't stay here.
Don't come back.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
He knew.
He knew.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
What about you, Jordana? Do you want more babies?
I do want babies.
Yeah?
I love babies.
Yeah.
I've always, since I was like 6 or 7 years old, I was telling everybody I want to have 7 kids.
7.
Woo! I want to have 7 kids, at least have 3 of my own and adopt 4. But I love big families. I'm from a big family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. It might happen. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
That's life. That's life.
See
Time
now.
to clock
Time
in.
to clock in. Gotta work now.
Time to clock in on
Time
that
for work.
note.
Get the dudes.
They came back? Oh Lord, now they're gonna
Perfect
come over
timing. They
here.
back.
They're gonna come over here now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they know what to do.